And heading to Ghana now, the country is targeting economic growth of 5.8% next year as Egypt recovers from the economic shocks caused by COVID-19. But of course, the estimate is slightly higher than the projections by the International Monetary Fund of 4%. The government has introduced new taxes in the budget for 2022. It will scrap road tolls to curb the traffic buildup at stop points along the country's roads to boost productivity. Here's CGTN's Nabil Ahmed Rufai reporting from Accra.
Ghana plans to spend $22 billion, nearly 29% of its GDP next year. While the government says it cannot raise the entire amount on its own, it hopes to borrow from international investors to support its fiscal deficit of nearly 9%. The government is also introducing new taxes, including levies on mobile money transactions, to shore up internal revenue generation.
After considerable deliberation, government has decided to place a levy on all electronic transactions to widen the tax net and rope in the informal sector. This shall be known as the Electronic Transaction Levy or e-levy.
The government says it will use part of the money raised from the levy to support entrepreneurship, youth employment, and other infrastructure projects. It also wants to scrap road tolls to limit travel time to work and boost productivity.
Over the years, the tolling points have become unhealthy market centers, led to heavy traffic on our roads, lengthened travel time from one place to the other, and impacted negatively on productivity. The congestion generated at the tolling points, besides creating these inconveniences, also leads to pollution in and around the vicinities. To address these challenges, government has abolished all tolls on public roads and bridges.
Ghana's economic growth fell from 6.5% in 2019 to 0.4% last year due to the pandemic. As the country's economy tries to recover from the disruptions caused by COVID-19, the government is targeting GDP expansion of 5.8% and inflation at 8% next year. But some opposition politicians say these targets cannot be met.
There is ample evidence in the provisional outturn presented in the budget for the first 3 quarters of the year to show that many of these targets will be indeed missed. Already, inflation for October 2021 is 11%. This clearly shows that inflation has been derailed, and as we speak, we have lost the target by about 3 percentage points.
Analysts, however, want the government to seal all loopholes in Ghana's tax system to rake in more revenue for development next year. Lawmakers are expected to debate the 2022 budget for Monday and then vote on it in December. It's likely to pass because of the government's majority, and that would pave the way for the funding of its economic and infrastructure projects next year. Nabil Ahmed Rufai, CGTN, Accra, Ghana.